thought about it.
All right, mic check, mic check.
Yep. Mic check, mic check.
Top check.
So this is what you call breaking the fourth wall. You know what that means?
No.
Breaking the fourth wall, right? So you got. Who says that? All right, and that's another. That's like a breaking the fourth wall's fourth wall.
Right.
So you got one wall, one wall, one wall. This is the fourth wall.
Okay.
We're not supposed to acknowledge it. Like, we know that's a camera right there. It's a room. They think we in the biggest motherfucking studio. It's motherfucking running
I
around
thought
with
that was too.
So when they hear like mic checks, and I'm running around trying to plug it in, it's like, oh, these niggas is really like the magic is gone.
Right.
But luckily, we so early in our career right now, it don't
We
matter.
get a chance to make them kind of things.
Now, you can't do this once you gonna see, and then Don Lemon picking his nose and shit, and like
Like,
oh,
wait a
I'm
minute.
live?
Oh, we was live. Oh,
We ain't
shit.
got that. So mic is good. Quick mic etiquette. Try to keep that motherfucker right there on you.
Gotcha.
You straight?
Good.
You straight?
You're.
You straight?
You straight?
Oh shit! Tony ain't know. I don't know if he saw the intro. He looked like a man who do his research, but I don't think he watched the intro. And he took the motherfucking no look pass. You said, you sure? God damn it, this little nigga loud. Not safe for motherfucking ears.
Yep.
Who we here today, Marv? Let's see if you know his name. You remember anything about that goddamn post I put up? Like he know you, but I don't think he know you.
I know,
this is
but I don't know.
Michael Jordan.
Oh shit, bro!
You
Didn't
ain't
you
see
win?
fucking Jordan?
Don't you got like 6 rings and shit, nigga? I mean, I see one big ass pinky ring he got over this motherfucker.
Shout
Look
out
like he
to
won a
Greg
Super Bowl.
Yami, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Flawless.
Yeah, let's talk about all this goddamn rent money you got in your neck and goddamn car
Nigga, no, that ain't no rent money. That's a mortgage payment.
Coming from, like I said, coming from Greg Yami. Y'all can check him out in the Adam Sandler movie Uncut Gem, which is a real good movie.
Yeah, that was good. That was
You
really
know what I'm saying? Greg is the bald-headed white guy when he was in the club.
Okay.
That's my jeweler.
Okay.
Greg's one of the nicest jewelers in New York City.
Oh, well.
Woo.
If you're going to go out L.A., Ben Bowler is the nicest one out there. You know what I mean? Everybody else, shit's just like that shit trash.
Yeah, I go like the King Tut for my goals. And remember Tut? Tut now?
Nigga, you know where I go?
On Howard Street? Oh, Lord.
Nigga, I go to
I got my first pair of frogs. King Tut. Them motherfuckers look like goddamn gang signs.
You know why? Nigga, I go to Claire's and shit. I be getting my little necklace and shit.
Man, look, let me tell you something. Now, listen, you should have been too broke. You gonna let us be broke for a second. And I'm not disrespecting you, understand that. But y'all can kiss my ass with this goddamn. First of all, if I get robbed, you ain't taking all my goddamn savings. That's all my savings on my neck.
Well, yo, what was crazy is like, yo, I don't even.
Savings.
Niggas running around so much is like with Fugazi jewelry on. I don't even really
hold
on.
What we saying is that us, though.
So, I mean, y'all might be real, but you might got somebody that got like a $49 chain from off of IG,
right.
And you know what I'm saying?
And acting like it.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing, too. Like, I like to look good. You know what I'm saying? I think my shit, it got gold on there somewhere. But it's probably mostly nickel. I don't know. You know what they say, like gold plated, like
gold plated. That means they took my daughter can color that shit on there.
Like my assets and my portfolio and shit. I'm like, all right, fam. For me, the way my shit line up, it's not working for me. But I like the look, and it looks
right.
Good
It looks
good
bro.
I'm
trying to tell you.
I really don't buy jewelry to impress. I like
jewelry because you like it.
Yeah, I'm a graduate from FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology. So I like craftsmanship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of craftsmanship that go into making jewelry.
Right.
So me buying jewelry wasn't never a thing to impress nobody.
Yeah, it's because it's something that you like.
I just liked it. And the thing is like a lot of people don't know jewelry. A lot of these jewels are getting over on people. So like you got to do your research, go online, see how much gold is worth on the Dow Jones because they charge you by gram.
Right.
And a jeweler probably will charge you probably like between 50 to 100 over the gram that he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And and the diamonds is crazy now because a lot of these jewelers got lab enhanced diamonds. So they not real diamond. They start charging them just like they diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Yeah, and
that's wild.
there's a lot of people out there I see that go to these certain jewelers that's doing that. You know what I'm saying?
And you be looking like, damn, like I want to tell them, but
yeah,
it's like one of those things where that's almost like if
but
you.
I've told some artists and some athletes, and like some was like, nah, fuck out of here, like they get upset, and some was like, for real, like, yo, look, like,
I'm trying to show
these
you,
motherfuckers be
swindling
having
you.
these type of diamonds and be overcharging this,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's almost like when, like, if you see like your homeboy's girl, like out with another dude and you go to tell him and then he like, man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the nigga get mad at you. You like, nigga, I'm trying to put you on game. You feel me? So
then swear it's like, yo, you hate nigga. How's I'm hating? I got the same jewelry as you, but I'm trying to tell you, like, yo, motherfucker probably got 10 stacks over on you.
Yeah, he got you.
That's crazy.
Let's
get to the meat.
Yeah. So number one, you reached out to us not too long ago. You got a showcase coming up.
Yes.
Let's hear some more about this.
The showcase is a her showcase.
Her showcase.
It's an all-female showcase. This year, we are adding comedians, female comedians.
Okay.
The same showcase.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're adding spoken word female artists. The first one, like I was telling you, was off air. It was a small one that I was doing for the ladies because a lot of the showcases are male dominant, and they usually don't have a chance in winning. And then I did it in the month of March, which is empowerment month for women.
Try to keep it
like
tight as you can. So like, if you want to talk to him, hit him with one of these.
Gotcha.
Because what it'll do with it, but
yeah. So yeah, like I said, March is Empower Women Month.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I said, yo, we're gonna do it this year. And I explained it to everybody and got a whole lot of sponsors to join in on it. Cool. And this is the first time we doing like a media run. So it's this show, the 92Q.
Nice.
Then Downtown Locker Room Radio.
Nice.
I'm waiting for Quick to call me back quick. So it get on 92Q. But you know what I mean? I mean on his show. But we're gonna be on Pork Chop Show, but on his show, I definitely want to go in there and talk about it. So
I think
the showcase really is not. A lot of people look at the name showcase and think it's like, yo, everybody just come on and everything like that. But it's not. We pick the artists that we want for the show.
Gotcha.
And what is a show. And we're raising money to help the Judy's Heart Foundation, which helps domestic violence victims come back and get transitioned on their own and everything.
Nice.
And this year we're working with the Bail Project, which I'm kind of familiar with. The Bail Project is an organization that goes around the cities and they help bail people out to have excessive bails.
Okay.
Really minority and black people of color. So like if somebody got a driver while on suspended license, they got $10,000 or $15,000 bail. That's an excessive bail.
Right.
And their white counterpart got released on his own recon, or he got like a $200 bail. So they look for people like that don't have no record. You know what I'm saying? Never been to jail, but they have extensive bails, and they bail them out. And there's a lot of investors that invest into this organization, which was good. So people that know me, you know, I have a record. So when I found out about this, I was related to it because I was like, yo, I've seen a lot of brothers in there that can't get back to their family because they don't have bail money. And
it's over excessive. Like they penalize them on some extra stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean,
especially central booking.
Right.
Central booking in Baltimore. Yeah.
That's dope. So you're not just doing a showcase to showcase talents, but actually to give back and change the things. So you got some people that are going to be a part of the show that we've also
#reform.
I've been on our show as well. Number one, Mika. Mika's going to be. She'll be performing.
Yes.
Okay. Dope. DJ Ashmo.
Yes.
I know for
she's
sure.
She's our female DJ.
Official female DJ.
Official female DJ. The first one I couldn't really get who I wanted was back in New York. I had DJ Twist.
But Ashmo dope though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's super dope. That might you know, sometimes you in your head you might have something that you want and then you realize you got something better.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say like a girl, but sometimes you try to go for one girl, don't get that one, and like, damn, I'm so glad I didn't get that one because that one was 10 times better. Ashmo motherfucking dope. I've been to a few of her shows, so it might worked out for you.
Yeah. She's
local too.
She's been on my show. I like her spirit. She's very humble. She's very good. So really,
mechanical engineer too. Is that a mechanical engineer?
Yeah.
Crazy as shit.
So tell the truth, I've never been to one of her shows to DJ.
She dope.
But she has the word of mouth is that yo, she's nice,
professional, nice, and know what you're doing. So
Yeah.
I guess that's what you need all that.
Yeah.
Can't just be nice, not
shorty.
professional.
Yeah.
You can't have other two. You gotta know what you're doing, right? You brought her in for DJing. So
Yeah.
that's all. Dope.
Guys, let me tell you this. The title is called Her. Her. For a reason. Okay? You can't come on the showcase. I'm not pressed for no money. Her. That's all I'm gonna say. It's called Her for a reason.
Right.
Okay.
So what was that for?
Because guys want to come on the showcase and perform.
Yeah. Guys, like,
Tell
hey, yo, let
tell
me
them come to him.
yeah, you gotta go to him first.
Yeah.
Next one.
Like, yo,
So-
I was like, yo, I give 1,000 hit male showcases and everything. Like, yo, this is an all female. Let the females have
Get they
their
shine.
thing. Like, y'all done took the purses, the skinny pants. Let them have
He said,
their
let them have
time.
something.
Yeah, like,
So-
God, man.
My question is all right, so with the whole Her showcase, obviously, you know, it ain't something that you just put together last week and it was just like, oh, like, so what made you kind of like formulate that? I mean, you said you put together events for men and, you know, mixed events all the time. So what made you solidify the fact that you wanted to do it during Women's Empowerment Month? And what made, you know, like, what gave you the idea to go ahead and do it?
Like I said, like a lot of showcases are male dominant. And
Okay.
I've yet to seen a female win in a showcase that had other males in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to do one that was totally to them,
Gotcha.
biased to them, you know, judged by their peers. You know what I mean? And it was just perfect and common sense to do it during
Right.
Women Empowerment Month. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
So you felt like it was like a void that you needed to create.
Yeah.
You know, a whole. Yeah, I mean, create that avenue for him, man. Much respect for that, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think about it in that aspect of, you know, especially with doing Women's Empowerment. That's really dope.
that's
Like,
just
I mean,
insane.
you can't really
Woman
get
give
any
you that
doper than that,
idea?
bro.
Who gave you that idea? You better
No,
say
nobody.
woman.
No,
Lie.
no.
Say it's a woman.
Nah.
See, you fucked up right there. You could have said, yeah, you know what, my homie so and so Tisha.
No, a lot of women love it though. They
That's
love
smart.
it. Love
That
it.
is.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of vendors coming out.
Gotcha.
I got somebody.
Can I
love
come?
it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm
not
playing.
say Vince is gonna be out there to
No, I
Yeah,
know.
witness
the
and
media.
support, so.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
the media.
Marvin's
No,
schedule get a little crazy because that nigga do, you know, he got a child.
Uh-huh.
You have kids too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I know.
So
So yeah, the media is coming out. Got vendors coming out. I got somebody from Love and Hip Hop coming out.
Nice.
So I saw the sponsors event. How the you can't? I guess you can't give all the goddamn ingredients to the soup, right? But how did you pull together? It was like Nike on there, Rockefeller.
Well,
it was TMZ. Who the fuck? It was like everybody on that.
I said,
How does that work? How do you acquire all these different?
Well,
vendors
for
and those
Nike,
sponsors?
I work with Nike at their urban market development, and
Yeah, I saw you put a post up the other day.
yeah.
Nice.
You see any of the stories?
No, I didn't see the
He was in a
stories.
limo
No.
with a stack of money with his feet up, and he pretty much shouted out Nike and said, "Oh, here it is, here it is."
Yeah, I got called up.
Y'all can't see that.
Moment.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah,
Right,
I work with do some things with Nike.
So, like, for all these different sponsors, is it
Oh,
all
okay.
you have a relationship with
Nice.
them already, or
Yeah.
do you just cold reach out to them?
No, I have a relationship with all of them. I
Got
think the only ones that I haven't that we reached out to was Victoria's Secret
Okay.
and Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So everybody else is pretty much we
And-
know. And Michael Kors.
When you reached out to them, do you you go to like their parent website, or did you look for like a marketing director?
No, I have a great assistant named Maria Cortez. She
Okay.
does all that. She's like heavily plugged, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
that's dope.
She
That's dope.
Dominican, she puts on a white voice and gets
Oh,
in
she
the-
gets the
yeah,
job
gets
done,
in
though.
the door,
And
you
you're
know what I'm
saying-
I'm trying to find a list of all these damn
So-
sponsors. You had like 450,000 of them on here.
Gotcha. So when you
Oh.
reached out, was it one of those things where, I mean, I don't know exactly how big your team is, but was it one of those things where you kind of sat down and was like, all right, these are the people that I want, or that I want you guys to reach out to, or you want her to reach out to, and see what comes
It's more,
back, or
collective things. Some things, some sponsors I think were like perfect for this event.
okay,
And then some of them, the team, they'll come up and say, "Yo, we should contact this person, contact that person."
Oh,
Gotcha.
get
We're
that
like, "All right, cool. I think that's good. So
Right.
let's just make it happen."
right?
What do they ask from you? Do they ask for like any kind of analytics?
No, they
like,
ask us
what incentivizes them to be like, all right, we're gonna let our name be a part of your showcase.
I just tell them
Chris.
like, yo, listen, this would be a good thing for the customers. I know y'all on a higher level when it comes to sponsorship, but as far as like in the community, have you ever did anything like this? Basically just to give for gab and showing like, yo, you want black customers, consumers, yo, they spend money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so this would be a great thing for you to do.
Do they ask you like, so like when you go to a job interview, right? Sometimes they ask for a resume and references to be like, okay, how do I know that you are a biomechanical engineer from blah blah blah?
Oh,
so
I give them Kevin Lyle's number.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Hey, look.
I don't give his phone number, but
give him a call.
Obama? You want Obama?
Yeah, I use him as a reference over there.
It's a pretty strong motherfucking reference.
I use Chris Gotti from Over Murder Inc. Chris Gotti will be here the 26th. Him and Irv Gotti will be here. They doing a casting call at Quicks Club. I use those fellas. I just use my industry folks if they ask me for an interview. But most of the time when I come over there, they already know. Yeah.
They already did that.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably have already done their research. All right, so who's this guy to contact us?
So we're going to go back a little bit.
Go ahead.
Rockefeller Records, Def Jam.
Used
to work with them.
Yes. What happened with that was I got arrested.
Got arrested? In New York?
What?
Yeah.
Bluebird.
Black guys get arrested up there?
I got arrested.
Fucking Bluebird.
I came home and I needed a job. I reached out to my man Rod, Cool Rod, and I asked him, yo, could you give me a job at Def Jam? So Kevin got me a job over at Fat Farm.
What was the job?
I was on the designing team at Fat Farm.
I figured that's what it was.
So when I got over there, me being silly, I was still had my foot in the street. I got locked up again.
Right.
I had to sit for like 90 days. I came back home. The designing team from Fat Farm had moved over to LA to Carcanage team. And so they had a new team. So the lady Cleopatra at the time was like, yo, I don't have no room for you. So I'm like, yo, fuck, I need a job. Kevin, I need a job. So Kevin put me on the Def Jam. And I was working Def Jam promotion marketing team like that. And then when Rockefeller came, I had my man Pain in the Ass who was over there. He was doing the ad-libs at the time. I asked him, can I come over there? And Dame let me work at both spots. You know what I'm saying? And
that's dope.
That's really dope.
What does your job consist of for him? If somebody wanted it, so a lot of times our viewers are like, shit, I might want to do something like that, but I don't have an understanding of what, you know.
We get it. Well, what I did was I controlled the street teams. Like, yo, we go and do pop-up places where shit popping off. Yo, we give out T-shirts, CDs, make sure the posters and stuff up. Then we sit down, we think of marketing plans to get people to come and buy the merchandise or buy the music from that artist. You know what I mean? And then you give your advice on sales or how to get people to come to you. You know, so it's basically, I mean, I tell people like, yo, always start as an intern. Like interns is not that bad. You know what I mean?
Good way to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, because a lot of people scared to do the internship because I ain't getting paid, so how, you know, like.
Yeah, but right now, the law is kind of changing. Like, if your intern works over more than 8 hours, like, you got to compensate them some type of way.
Right.
So that's changing. They still getting something out of it. But
right.
I say always, like, Kanye, when he went over to Louis, he was an intern over there. Kanye was like 27 years old.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah,
okay.
So
he's aspiration in the fashion world.
Yeah.
And then he understood that sometimes you might not get paid for the job you're doing, but the networking opportunities.
Yeah, so he had the talent to do it. He just needed to know the intricacies of how to do it and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think like, yo, you're an intern, you gotta be like 18, 19. No. It's like, yo, you get in to learn.
Yeah, you learn.
Things work.
Right.
I'm interning now. I'm always interning. Life is an internship.
Basically.
In a way.
Yeah.
You gonna pay for something.
Exactly.
You gonna pay for something, or they not gonna pay for you.
That's true.
BMF. Remember BMF, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were a member.
I'm still
a member.
Yeah.
So all right, let me explain a few things from a layman who's not in touch with the street culture, as per se maybe you or someone else is. BMF is a gang?
No.
It's an organization.
Organization
Okay.
is considered. I can't even say cartel. With labels, the law enforcement is labeled as a drug organization. But what happened is that I had did a coat for Fab. He was taking a photo shoot for DJ Drama. He was taking a photo shoot.
Good? No, you got it.
Oh, all right. He was doing a photo shoot for DJ Drama, and he had a jacket on. So I get a call, and it was from Big Meech. I didn't know him at the time.
Big Meech, right?
Yeah. He's like, yo, I seen you did a jacket for Fab. I need that jacket. I said, all right. So I was like, yo, you know how much the jacket is? He said, yeah. I said, cool. He was like, yo, I need 75 of them for All-Star.
How much was the jacket?
Jack was like $4 grand. So,
let's stop.
It's not.
Broke
nigga break.
Let's do the thing. Broke nigga break. All right, so hold on.
B&B.
You asked him because you didn't know him at the time.
no.
You don't know what his pocket. He said, "Look, you know how much I'm charged. This ain't no Marshall shit."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Yeah, I know. And I need
75.
And he said he needed them in a week.
Did your nose twitch? You was like,
Yeah. So,
Did
yo,
you
when
sneeze?
he said that, I'm thinking like, yo, he planned. I said in a week. I said, yo, he needed for All-Star.
Right.
I said, yo, I don't know about that. I said, yo, let me get back with you. He said, all right, lock my number in. So, yo, I called Fab. And I said, Fab, somebody named Meech just called about getting something made. Fab never tells me who he is. He just laughed and was like,
Get
yo,
the job
good.
done.
He's
He
good.
Don't worry about that. Make sure you
Just make sure you got them
I
jackets.
said,
Make
all right.
25 extra.
So, yo, I call my peoples up. I said, yo, can we get this done in a week? My Korean lady said, I don't know. I said, man, I'll throw you something extra. Well, how can we make this happen? It's like, all right, let's try to make it happen. So I call him back. I'm like, dude, it's going to be like 100 stacks. You know what I'm saying? To make this happen in a short time. He said, all right, no problem. Where you at?
It wasn't no breaking
Yeah.
up.
He said,
like
he
you
didn't even
said,
take a deep breath.
Look,
Nigga
show
said,
me,
cool,
I'm
no
like,
problem.
I'm like, all right, you said 100, like 100 stacks?
Right.
Like one of 100
Yeah.
stacks due today. And he's just like, yeah, you good.
Yeah, so he's like, yo,
That's
where you
that's that
at?
money, yo.
So I'm looking at the
Motherfucking
phone.
money.
I see Atlanta number. I say, yo, I'm in Brooklyn, New York. He said, all right, yo, just give me an address. I'm going to get it to you. So, like, the next day, this big dumbass Hummer and this Porsche, like, yo, this Porsche was like a Jerry Seinfeld Porsche. Y'all don't know,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Jerry
yeah,
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
he in the
cars,
cars like
Him and
that.
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Cars.
when we from there, this dude came in. He's like, yo, because I had the store at the time.
Mhm.
He said, yo, it's Toni here. I said, yeah, who's speaking? He threw the Louis bag. It was a Louis bag, duffel bag on the counter. He was like, yo, it's from Big Meech for the coats. He said, yo, keep the change. I said,
With
all
the
right.
bag. You get the bag, too?
With the bag. And
With-
he's like, yo,
Damn, nigga.
I told him 100K.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm
Hold
still,
on, real quick.
hold on, wait a minute. I'm still trying to breathe.
breathe.
Trying to breathe. Wait a
My
minute.
nigga, I'll fuck around and bring you a pizza and take the box back home. That's how I broke out here, nigga.
Right,
Nigga say, yo,
hey, you better not eat the crust, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm
get my
taking that shit
goddamn-
with me.
My goddamn Papa John's butter sauce. Nigga, fuck around with you. Get my goddamn jalapeno. The nigga said, here, 100 stacks plus and a bag. It's probably new.
Yeah. It was
Of course you know it was new. Like, he wasn't going to give him no.
Yo, and then when we counted, it was 75K more in there. That was the change. So I called Fab again. I said, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Fab said, yo, can you do it? I said, yeah. He said, yo, he good. And just kept laughing. I said, yo, he good. I
Also,
said,
that was
all
a
right.
tip. That was a tip. Pretty black people do tip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
oh,
tip,
no,
they
they
tip.
tip.
Like, yo.
Look, my
So, yo, I
father-in-law's
made
a
it
good
happen.
tipper.
I made it happen like in 6 days. I did.
Goddamn.
I called him back. I said, yo, I'm going to ship it to you. You need anything?
You got a
Yo,
photo
let
of them
me
jackets
pass it.
still?
Huh?
You got a photo of them jackets?
I think I do.
If you do, when I post the clip up, I'm gonna put a little side by side
Okay.
frame, and they gotta see this
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
So,
$4 grand. 75
So,
in 6 days.
I sent it to him. So at the time, when I was at my store, I was still doing my thing.
Right.
I was selling guns and everything. My cousin called me and moved down to Atlanta. He said, "Yo, you should come down here. They got an open air policy." I'm like, "Yo, fuck is that?"
I was
He's
oh,
like,
you
"Yo,
about to make
open
some
air
money.
is like, yo, they can have guns as long as they're in the open. Like, yo, it's not really a problem." I said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, plus, cats down here, they like the heavy shit. He's like, yo, forget the little shit you selling up there. So I'm like, yo, that was during the time in New York, really, we weren't fucking with the South. So, yo, I'm not coming with them country niggas.
Right.
I remember
He's
those
like, yo,
days.
all
Yeah, I
right,
remember
yo.
those too.
So then he called me back. He was having a party. I said, yo, come down for my party. I said, yeah, cool. So we get down there, yo, we at the Velvet Room. And, yo, he in the section. I said, yo, where the fuck the rest of the people at? He said, oh, yo, all this is ours. I said, all right. So, yo, a nigga come in. He said, yo, Meech, this is my cousin Tone. Tone in New York for Brooklyn, da-da-da. He said, cool. He said, yo, I know a Tone, right? He said, yo, you don't know Tones? Like, yo, he do the clothes and everything. I said, yo, I do clothes, right? So, yo, he lift up this shirt, and it was the jersey that we did, too. It was a BMF jersey. I said, yeah, I did that. He said, yo, I'm Meech. He said, I'm the one that you talking to on the phone. So, my cousin like, yo, my cousin got the hardware. He said, yeah. He said, yo, he ain't
Hey,
tell me that.
this shit is statute of limitation free, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's done. Nah, this is done.
Because I ain't
They
never
look-
smoked weed. I ain't never even seen
yeah.
it done.
Look.
So he was like, yo, you ain't never say that. I said, well, that's not something I broadcast, right?
Right.
You know, he invited me back to a hotel on P Street, and we sat and we talked, and then it was from there. But I didn't get
Pretty much a
yeah,
big deal
I-
just went down.
yeah, it went down from there. But basically, I had a cat that was with my cousin that I put on, and yo got busted, and he told, you know, he told on me. He said who I was with and everything. But basically, my investigation was separate from Meech's.
Right.
It just made it a little bit
Worse because it was attachment. Yeah.
Yeah, and make it a assessment. So they wanted me to turn state, and I didn't. And so they gave me like an extra 4 years.
How much was the total? They gave?
I fought a 15. I fought a 15 down to a 5. You know what I'm saying? So they gave me the 5 years.
And where you do that at?
I did it in Pennsylvania. I did it in Arizona. Then my finals one was here, and Atlanta let me finish it. Atlanta let me finish it here because my family, my mom's was here.
You want to
Gotcha.
explore that a little bit?
Yeah.
I ain't never been to jail, bro. This
No,
is
it's
federal
not.
penitentiary. This
It's
not even
not.
jail. This is
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
it's not-
yeah,
it's
we
not-
talking.
It's not something. These cats be glorifying and everything. It's really not.
So what was it? What kind of shock to the system was? You just sold one of the biggest goddamn 75 jackets for $100,000 a pop with a Louis bag.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
then
you went
now
from
you
everything, right? You went
federal
from
prison. You like, what in the fuck happened?
Yeah, you like, how is it that?
Like you knew what you was doing. Like,
I
it
knew-
wasn't
I
like you
knew.
was just selling ice cream. You like what? You in the game. You in the streets.
That's
so you
what it is.
understand.
And the
you know,
judge read my record. He
But that
said,
was
"Yo, I
real.
don't understand." Mr. Drake kind of like, "Yo, you're an intelligent guy. You graduated from school. You graduated from college. Like, what's the problem?" I was like, "Yo, I like money."
shit, nigga,
And
you
it,
too.
I,
Look,
and it
like
was
money,
coming
and
fast.
it gave me an opportunity to do the same thing that I do
you
now.
heard me say it? That was
But-
stupid. He said it was coming fast. You just had to throw that BMF shit in
I
there.
had to. I had to. It was
And
coming
it was
fast.
coming fast.
Yeah, and it gave me an opportunity to help people.
Right.
Like, yo, I put a lot of people on.
Just like the Kennedys
Yo,
when they were
open
pushing
open-
alcohol during the prohibition.
Yeah,
And
yo,
now they're the
open up
president.
shops.
You know.
Like, yo, I had an all female barbershop.
Mm.
I've never heard that.
Damn,
Yeah,
They
I had
look
a
good
all-
too, didn't they? They look
Yeah.
good.
bruh.
They all had like
and
fat
they know,
butts and shit.
yo, had new cut hair, and we was jumping like, yo, I bail people out. I pay help people with their college tuitions and everything.
Oh,
So
you
now
definitely
you
a trendsetter
same thing that I do now, but I just do it on a legal.
in a legal
Yeah,
fashion.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
and back then it
That was your
just-
first time in the court system.
Yeah.
Like, so how was it? So you
I
got
mean,
on
that
it?
was my first time ever serving a long
Right,
sentence
right.
like that. Like I've
Yeah, like
had
30 days
run-ins-
and 60 days or
I
something
had
like that.
run-ins with the law, but
Right.
that right there was like,
That's what they call a real bid.
yeah, it was real. It was
Yeah,
real
you sit-
big,
you sitting on
and
some
I
time.
lost a lot. Like I lost a deal. I had lost a deal with Columbia.
Mm.
On the artist, I messed up on that. I missed out on that. I missed out on a deal
What, can you
with
say
Nike.
the artist?
Huh?
Or you feel comfortable talking about the artist?
No, not right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I missed out on a deal with Nike the first time to do a signature shoe for another artist. Right. I mean, for another athlete. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So when I came to parole, I was like, yo, I'm good because, like, yo, this sit down made me lose a lot of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, like, a lot of stuff I could have been up and on
already. So. Yeah. So my question, sorry, this is gonna be the first part to it. So leading up, all right, Judge Gaffel, 5 years, boom. What goes through your mind at that particular point in time? You know that you're about to serve 5 years, and so what goes through your mind, or how does that transition happen for you mentally or spiritually or even physically to understand that you're gonna do 5 years and there's no way around it? Like,
yo, I went and sold every goddamn thing I had left, from guns to coke that, like, yo, my Spanish guy needs to get rid of and everything, and all the money I took, I let my daughter mother hold it until I got out. And I put money in an account for my daughter. I put money in an account for my son. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then I had money myself when I came home, so I wouldn't be sleeping on somebody's fucking couch or running around looking for handouts. You know what I'm saying? So I explained to him, like, yo, I'm a single parent. You know what I mean? Can I get my affairs together and come back? He said, yeah, you come back. And I came back. He gave me the date of January 2nd, right after New Year's, because I got sentenced December. I got sentenced December the 12th.
Gotcha.
So I came that whole month. I got to do the New Year's and Christmas and
everything like that with the family. Gotcha.
Yeah. So after that, like, the time really went by fast. I did a lot of research. I did the research on how to do the magazine, which I came home and I started the Candy Shop magazine. I did the research on how to, like, do the managementship and consulting for artists.
So you used that time wisely.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, all right, so the second part to it was, all right, so now, like you said, that time is going by, and you've been doing your research and everything like that. So it's like, now you know that you're up, and, you're getting ready to be released. So at that point in time, is it, all right, let me go home, and I'm going to make sure I take everything that I've gained, whatever, spend time with family, and then I'm going to hit the street running. I'm going to just go ahead, jump on my business stuff, da-da-da-da, or is it like, all right, I'm going to gradually, go back into, what was going on and try to feel what was going on, I guess out here in the world.
When I got released, I had 6 months house arrest.
Oh, okay. So you had a chance to smooth into it.
Yeah, closer to the end. And the last day, they told, the week before that, I noticed that I wasn't supposed to get off until New Year's. So I'm talking to the council. I'm like, dude, is they going to come and get this shit off my foot on New Year's? I'm trying to party with my family.
Right.
Yeah, they going. I said, yo, because your office not even open New Year's. Who's going to come get this shit off? You know what I'm saying? He said, no, you're going to be good. They're going to call you. Yo, New Year's Day, 9 o'clock. I'm sitting by the monitor, waiting for the phone to ring. Shit don't ring. 10 o'clock, it don't ring. 12 o'clock, I say, yo, these motherfuckers will fuck me. 1 o'clock, it ring. Say, yo, pack up your monitor, come on and get it done. So I pack it up, and I go to the office. They cutting it off. So dude's like, yo, what you gonna do? I said, man, I'm getting ready to hop on this train and go back home to New York and celebrate New Year's, right? So one of the CEOs listened. He said, yo, you ain't supposed to leave. You got to report back. I said, yo, my papers say report back January 2nd to my parole officer. Right. It's December 31st. I got a 2-day gap. I'm getting on this train as soon as you cut this goddamn thing. I cut it. I walked down the street, hopped on the Amtrak, and
it was out.
Yeah, just like that. I ain't had no clothes, and I bought
ain't
clothes
flinch or nothing.
No, straight up there. So then, once I got back, I went to my PO, and I had a goal set booklet that I wanted to do, and I gave it to her. I said, this is what I'm trying to do. Yo, she was mad cool. Her name was Miss Gilman. Mm-hmm. She ain't hard give me no restrictions or nothing. I used to tell her, like, where I'm going at. She's like, yo, let me know where you staying at when you return, and when you get back, just come in my office. Let me know that you're good. Right. And that be that. And you know what I'm saying? She's like, and I graduated off my parole satisfactory.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she wrote a satisfactory, and he got me off. The judge gave me off the parole like 2 months early.
Gotcha. Well, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up, bro.
So outside of this, which is a major turning point in your life, you also was letting me know something about the mother of your child right before the wedding. Something really big went down.
I'll give you a story on my son mom. I was working at Def Jam. My son mom was working at Bad Boy at the time.
Hey, is this before the stint or after?
This is
before jail or after jail?
Before.
Okay.
Before it's there. So we went down to Puerto Rico to tape Hey Pop, the carnival.
Okay.
And I saw her on the beach. And it's going to sound cliche and corny, but, yo, it is what it is. My nigga, like, yo, when I saw her, like, everything stopped.
No, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, she was bad. So, y'all, I pulls up on her. Like, yo, what's up? What's your name and everything? She's like, yo, I don't talk to industry niggas. I was like, yo, I'm not an industry nigga. She's like, who you down with? Well, I said, yo, we filming something for Rockefeller. She's like, oh, you're an industry nigga. I said, no, I'm an in the street nigga. I'm not an industry nigga.
All right.
You know just get the check. She's like, nah. She's like, yo, where you from? I said, yo, Brooklyn. She said, what part? I said, Brownsville. She said, oh, no, definitely not that. She's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, Poppy. So when we get back, at the time, Def Jam and Bad Boy was in the same building. So we knew each other, like, on the floor. So I go upstairs. And I asked about it. I said, yo, I'm looking for this little Dominican chick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, with the tattoo and all. It's like, oh, she's not Dominican. She's Cuban. Don't call her that. I was like, oh,
I don't want to
yeah.
cut you off.
Oh.
Every time you turn away, the volume goes
oh,
off.
my bad.
So what you want to do, if you want to talk them off, hit them like this.
Yeah, you
or
can
vice
always
versa.
take it out, too. You can always take it out. Yeah, I mean,
Make
so
sure
if you feel
have
more
it-
comfortable.
You don't got to have it here, but have it there, because if you dropping something and
Okay.
they want to hear, they going to miss it.
All right. So
Yeah,
when I got upstairs, they was like, yo, her office down here to the right. It's like, yo, she eat in Soho at 1 o'clock every day. You want to go down there and meet her? I was like, nah. So what I did is that I took a sticky paper and I wrote on the sticky note and I stuck it on her computer. It was like, yo, call me. I did this for 30 days. I shit you not on everything. For 30 days, I did this. So one day I'm sitting in the room and I'm listening to Cisco's Thong song. I said, yo, what the fuck is Cisco doing? This shit would never fly. Boy,
She was wrong.
was
about
I
that.
wrong
Yeah.
about that one.
So she knocked on the door and opened up. I was like, shit. She's like, yo, I don't know if you deranged, crazy, or you just consistent, but I'm going to give you a chance. She wrote a number on the sticky note, stuck it on my computer. She's like, yo, call me. It's like, all right, cool. So, it started from there. She was just like, she was everything. And one day I realized that, I was going to marry her. I had got a loft over in Brooklyn. I had no furniture in it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bed set that was on crates, like we used to, and a little
don't worry, I
TV
know.
and a boombox. And I got up one morning, and she was asleep, because she already had a crib up in Long Island.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her shit was already
Good.
laid out.
Right.
So, but she stayed there with me for a week. So that's what made me the turning point. Was like, yo, I want to marry this chick. So after that, like, yo, we was together 4 years. And the third year, like, yo, I got her the ring and everything.
Right.
Her and her girlfriends was going to the Bronx.
Right.
To do their bachelorette party. She was having two of them. One with her chicks that she ride with, and then the other one's like her co-workers and stuff like that.
Right.
So she was coming out of the club, and some dudes rolled up on them. Just robbed them. One chick takes off, and they shoot her. But luckily, when she fell, like, yo, she laid down. She was able to tell the cats what happened. So my son's mother gave him everything, but she didn't want to give them her ring. And her and the dude is going back and forth and everything. The other dude gets out the car and shoots her in the head and takes the ring. At that time, I was on the tour with the Rough Riders and Locks tour. It was down in Miami, and they called me. and I left to go up there and deal with that. So I've been taking care of my son ever since then.
Man, that's sad, and this just popped in my head. And please excuse me if it comes off insensitive, but I'm just looking at how sometimes things can kind of all work in one circle, right? Now, right before you went to jail, the reason you got jammed up was for moving the guns.
Yeah.
So sometimes we're playing a part of a system that comes back and bite us.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at it from a bigger macro point of view, it's like, damn. Not saying that gun was probably the gun that killed her, but I'm participating in a system in which it's also.
I
figured when you in jail, you like, damn, I can't believe like I was making money, I'm good.
Off
like,
a product that I was
but the
selling.
shit I'm doing is causing people to
and I actually thought about that, and when I was I think my second year, I had a Muslim cat, and me and him got into an argument, but it wasn't like a heated.
It was just a discussion. It was a debate
because he was saying that what I was dealing was worse than drugs, and I said, "Yo, how the fuck is that? Like, yo, they both go hand in hand. They both turn down the goddamn community. Like, yo, how's mine's even worse than another cat's? You know what I'm saying?"
Right.
And I was like, yo, if anything, mine's is 50-50 because some people that was buying from it was for protection. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, it was for protection. Like, yo, they was protecting whatever they had. They were protecting their drugs. They were protecting their family. Then you got cats, yo, they get it. They do what they do. That's not up to me. You know what I'm saying? I said, but the drug situation is like, that was a whole deconstruction of the whole community itself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, yo, we had that discussion. And I said on my bed, I was like, dang, like, I'm selling guns, and this what came back to take it. Like, I get upset when people can't work through relationships or marriages. Like, yo, y'all was married. Like, somebody came and took my marriage away from me. Like, I didn't get a chance to experience what y'all experienced. Y'all got to walk down the aisle to get the ring, to do your vows and everything. And you had one disagreement, like, y'all want to get a divorce. Like, nah, that's... Yo, you got to work this shit out.
Right. Now, first and foremost, I want to say I send my deepest regards and condolences for that situation. There's no way to explain how a person can feel after, especially because, even though you were dealing with that kind of situation, and this was prior to you going to or serving your bid and everything like that, but nonetheless, no person should have to deal with the death like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that real quick because that just hurt my heart. I'm just like, damn, bro, like.
It was something that it took a lot of time like to deal with. Then when my son got older, I had to explain the situation to him. I think that was like the hardest part.
Right.
But other than that, like, I understand single mothers. Raising a child is not easy. Yo, I ain't know nothing about getting no shots. I'm arguing with schools why you ain't let my son in this fucking school.
Right.
Like, yo, I'm wilding out. My sister like, yo, dude, he got to get shots. That's mandatory.
Right.
What? For real? Like, seriously? They not going to let him in. You know what I mean? So, like, on the toothaches and, yo, why you keep crying? I'm like, yo.
Yeah, you got to deal with all that.
Yeah, then one day I was like, yo, my son, I was like, yo, he keep crying like a faggot. My grandma like, don't call him that. Old people don't say faggot. They say punks. He's like, he not a punk. He a baby. I'm like, yo, Shay, because I got a daughter.
Right.
Like, yo, Shay ain't never cried like this. And she was a girl. Like, yo, at that moment in time, I understood, like, yo, I don't know how single mothers do it. You know what I'm saying? I was just
get all my respect,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
My mom was a single mother, and my dad was there.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's just some shit I just didn't understand.
I definitely understand. Because, I mean, I same thing here, growing up in a single-parent home and whatnot. And I used to see my mom. She used to, work 16-hour days. It's like, I would barely see my mom. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when I did see her, like, it was the biggest thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
And women make it happen.
They do.
No, I'm going to say this. Some might disagree or whatever, but black mothers make shit happen. White mothers, I don't know, like, they more confined and more constructive. Like, they could stay home and take care of the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could do all of that. Black women can't do that. So they make a will, they make a way to make sure this family is straight.
Yeah, some way, form, or fashion. Some way, form, or fashion. I still be trying to figure that shit out.
You know what's? It is true, right? When you talk about our story of black people and, you know, us, especially black women, because they always been in the lowest part of the totem pole.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about women's rights, and then you got a black woman versus a white woman, you know who got more rights in that circle.
Exactly, because white women are raised to take care of their family and to marry into money.
Blacks are too, though.
Black women are black women were raised to hold down the family structure and the black man, but now it's like it's being deprogrammed to do other things, like to get black men out of the household. You know what I'm saying? Their construction.
The reason I brought that up earlier, I just for anyone who might be watching, not that we care about being insensitive, but I think it's more of a social economic thing. It's not so much like white, because it's somebody right now living in Dundalk that's white that's like, shit, I'm working 18-hour days. I'm out this bitch grinding. My husband ain't been around. I'm not trying to give an accent, but you know he's locked up and they in the trail home. So I don't want anybody looking like, damn, only the black woman knows the true meaning of suffrage or suffering or providing. It's a thing that crosses all racial demographics. You know what I'm saying?
We just see it more so because we are in the black community. That's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's what we know and we can identify with.
Right.
But I think women, women have taken a lot of fucking.
I will say this:
women of color.
Women of color definitely take
women of color.
Most of the.
I still say even the women like. I remember my first time out Dundalk.
It's rough, man. It's like it's some white poor neighborhoods. You down Washington Boulevard.
I've never, because I have a business partner named Maddie. Maddie comes from an upper class of white people. Like his pops is an oil refiner.
Right. Ooh.
He's rich.
Yeah.
So when I first went to East Point, I never saw them type of white people before.
Right.
I call it. I
Right.
said, yo, Maddie, I'm out.
Am I in the right place?
I'm this mall. Is these white people like, they different type of white people. So he keep laughing. So, I never saw these type of white people before. He's like, where you at? I said, well, East Point. And he just bust out laughing. I said, they walking around barefooted out here in the mall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different another. So, but with them, it's like the struggle thing doesn't matter to them. Like, they just go on like day by day out in Dundalk. Because I done been with some white families like, they got the house and everything, like, they in between, like, poverty and just making it.
Right.
You know
they
what I'm
just
saying?
over the border.
The struggle still don't seem the same as in the black household.
Oh, I can guarantee it. No, yeah. There's plenty of reasons why for that, right? So I'm not trying to make it, like, equivalent. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want, like, a white mother, single mother who out there struggling. Some of the reasons why Trump was so easy to galvanize his base, because he knew he could make a victim feel like a victim.
Yeah.
So like, they not trying to support you. Like, they giving it all to these people and those people. And that's how they kind of separate and, divide and conquer. So black mothers have had plenty of persecution and trials and tribulations to get through.
They're the last people to get rights.
Asian moms, some Hispanic moms out there that like, look, man, this is harder for us too. Yeah. And we dealing with a lot of the same shit together.
Right.
And unfortunately, we're separated by.
I also think another part about it is that, first of all, you had the white men, the white women, the black man, and then you have the black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it trickled down as far as, like, when it came to rights, it came to, all that kind of stuff. Because you think about growing up, or your grandparents, or whatever the case is, or your great-grandparents. You feel me? Like, the woman always stayed home during that time. And they would watch the kids, and then the father would go out work, and so on and so forth. So as the generations came along, women had to learn how to do the things that men had always done beforehand. So trying to pass down generational knowledge was even more difficult during that time. So
because it's a programming thing
they
doing now. It's like they programming you to do certain things, you to act out a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people not understanding like the fashion thing for a minute. Like, y'all still went back to Gucci when they totally disrespect you. Like, you laid off, you was in the outrage. Like, these people really don't want you wearing their stuff. I don't think blacks understand the power that they really have in this country.
Oh
like
my
if
gosh.
you don't, if everyone didn't buy something for one day, this whole country will flop down. They don't understand. The prime example when I give them to them, like when Rihanna had that issue with I forgot what company it is. They put the picture up of her and Chris Brown without her permission. When she tweeted, yo, their stocks went down 38.9%.
Woo!
From a tweet, from one tweet. And that's from one person.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you doing the same thing as you took your dollars away from America and put it with black Americans.
What about blood diamonds?
Look.
That's another source. Yeah.
I mean, we know diamonds are nothing but pressurized coal.
Yeah.
And then they making fake diamonds that look like real diamonds.
And the
but
same.
we invest in something that really doesn't help our community, and it's killing us. Right? They robbing motherfuckers and killing them.
It's
right.
so,
and it's no
so
value to it.
That's why it's when I tell people, I was like, yo.
So that's why they went back to Gucci.
That's fighting overseas. And I asked them, like, yo, do you know what you're really fighting for? Because it ain't just about no terrorists.
Right.
It is about
money
over there. It is about oil over there. Just the same way as Trump is neglecting the whole Puerto Rico is because, yo, they want to go down there and get all the Puerto Ricans out of the spot that had the earthquake in. You know what I'm saying? The realtors come down there and look at those spots.
And figure out how to rebuild resorts and all that.
How to rebuild it and have it there self.
Yep.
That's another way of gentrification. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why he's not even letting them have like $1 cent to repair down there, because that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always part of the game plan.
And the same thing is we're going over in Iran and going over in Africa. All these precious metals and oils and everything that they have is never about the people. It's about what America wants to control. Mm-hmm. And when people don't understand, it's like, yo, whatever Europeans can control, their automatic thing is to kill it or get rid of it.
Right, get rid of it, reestablish it.
Movies. Like, yo, when we got aliens coming, first thing they call is armies. They don't try to see why they're here, try to communicate. The first thing is to kill it, then dissect it.
And figure out how it works.
Do it later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's their thing.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
And what's funny is because even just back on, even rewinding the tape just a tad bit, I literally just had this conversation maybe like 3 hours ago with my grandfather. Now, my grandfather, diehard civil rights, all that kind of stuff. Like my grandfather's always tried to be ahead of the curve. So there's a project that's going on in Nigeria right now. They're trying to be like the economic capital for Africa. There's they're actually building, it's called Echo Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yo. When I tell you it's serious. But pretty much what they're doing is they trying to get all black people to start to invest back into Africa and stuff like that. Because obviously Africa has the richest minerals, so on and so forth, all that kind of stuff.
And you dual citizenship.
Yeah.
They encourage
they encourage you to come back. They want people to come back. But this is the thing that my grandfather just put me on game with. My sister had sent me this thing a long time ago that says the black dollar, African Americans, their dollar only generates in the community for less than 24 hours. Exactly. If you go any other community, Jews, Asians, everybody else, their money stays in their community a lot longer. My grandfather also told me that if African Americans, just the U.S. Americans, we have $1 trillion spending. So if we were to become our own country, we would be the 9th richest country in the world.
You know what Drew told me? What? Consider liquid gold. Because we spend our money before we even get it.
Yeah.
And which is true, because when I first got my Def Jam check, I planned on everything that I was gonna get before I even got it. And the thing is like, when I asked him about it, he's like, the thing is like, blacks they programmed to have low self-esteem. So when they get money, they buy things out of their range to
Right.
impress other people so they could be acknowledged.
That's exactly what a lot of
That's
people
why
do.
when like that's the same thing in hip hop. It's programmed in hip hop. When they get their advanced check, the first thing you got to do is go get your jewels. Then you gotta go get a nice house. Then you gotta go
Get the
get
nice
a
car.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is a status that you have made it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they want you to do.
Right.
And so it's being programmed like, yo, when we had the whole Jungle Brothers, we had the whole Public Enemy, we had the whole Big Daddy Kane's and everything like that. It was generating money, but once they cut that off and say, yo, we need you to do this, 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 you know what I'm saying? And put them in debt, and for you to program them to do that is for them to be influenced for other kids to go out and do the same thing, which you continuous making money off of.
Right.
So you tell a rapper, yo, I need you to go and get this Bentley truck. When you get the Bentley truck, then it's going to encourage other kids when they make it to go get the Bentley truck or get it some type of way.
Right.
Because, yo, you look at Bentley truck sales, they don't even hardly have white customers. It's majorities like Arabs, blacks, and Koreans. It's people of color. They don't hardly have no white customers.
I checked it out.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So, yo, that's what they program you to do.
Right.
So you can sell them the dream to your community.
That is.
What kind of topics do you cover in your pregame show? Do you talk about stuff like this or?
Yeah. Talk about everything. I had a transgender rapper from DC on my show.
That's dope.
And was one of the highest listening days that I had the whole time I was on there.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got people like, yo, why would you let him be on? Why? Yo, his music
Why not?
nice.
When was this? What?
This was like this one I was on VVC at Jay, at this radio station. His name is Boss Candy Bars. That's his IG. And I said, yo, why not? Like, yo, his music dope. You know what I'm saying? Plus, people need to hear it. I got all types of listeners. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had porn stars on there. I was first one I did club promoters because people need to know the behind the scenes. Like, yo, promoting clubs and these club night ain't all what you think it is.
Ain't none of this shit.
Right.
Like
You know
what
what
you
I'm
think it
saying?
is.
So like,
hell no.
I'm the old knowledge guy, and then I got younger people. Like there's a whole circle that we do. But yo, it's nothing is off limits.
Are you still doing that show? Or
Yeah, but I'm doing it just like you doing it.
Okay. By yourself, you're not on VV6.
No,
VV6, yeah.
No, I'm doing it by myself. We got a whole recording studio that we do now on Season Street. It's 2780 Season, where we record our shows. We got a recording studio in the back for artists and everything like that. So
where can they find it if they want to watch more of the program?
It's gonna be on YouTube. So I'm doing all the shows first.
Oh, and
then I'm gonna release it.
Got
them out like that. So the weekly thing, I really don't have the time to do it weekly like this because I know what it go through. So that's why we doing it all at once and then releasing it.
Right. Got you.
So before we wrap up, and of course Marvin closes out, let's give him another quick recap of the showcase because I know this is coming up this month. Today's the first, right?
Yeah.
Today is the first.
Already, fam.
Right.
March.
Damn time.
Just last week, yo, we was December 31st, motherfucker.
In February, I think February is like the worst Black History Month ever. Like, yo, peace out to rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yo, the Kobe thing, like,
Yeah.
let me tell y'all something, man. Everything on the internet is controlled, okay? Media is controlled on the internet, all right? So don't make it, when you look at the video of the Kobe Bryant thing, let me just tell you this. When planes when they go through the fall, they can't see something, helicopter, they can't see something, they smack something. Fogs don't make planes drop vertically.
I thought he ran into the side of the mountain.
No, they drop vertically.
I didn't hear that part. I gotta look that up.
So just let y'all know that really do your research when it comes to media, because media
You think
is
it was a
controlled.
conspiracy theory behind?
Yeah,
his death?
I really
What
do.
do you think it was?
I think it's for the simple fact that Kobe wanted to do some things that other people didn't want him to be a part of. And I know for a fact through theory, like, with plane crashes and stuff like that, helicopters don't. When helicopters fall vertically, that's because a propeller is messed up. If you have a fog accident, most likely, even with planes, they smash into something.
What report said it fell vertically? I thought they were trying to climb.
No,
they were coming. They had already came over the mountain. Apparently, they were like in the descent, coming down the hills, and then
it dropped.
Yeah, something like that. Because Vanessa Bryant is suing that helicopter company like for millions of dollars.
Yeah, I knew about that part. I didn't know about
she said it was negligence and all kinds of stuff.
Into anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want people to really do your even when my interns put up stories on our page, like, did you cover this?
Yeah, what are your sources?
Yeah, make sure everything is good, because, like I said,
check that out.
It's controlled. Whatever they want you to know,
that's what they're gonna tell you.
You're gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. Like, TMZ is the worst. They the worst. And the only reason they're still able to function is because that owns it is a lawyer, and he knows the loophole.
Adam something.
Yeah,
Adam
I forgot his name. But he knows the loopholes of how to keep his show on, what he can do and what he can't do as far as the media. You know what I'm saying? So, just like, do your research on things, man. Like, don't just go for whatever somebody broadcast to you, because they want you to know what they figure they want you to find out. Yeah, and see. True. And they're going to think, you dumb enough to believe it.
Right. I'm going to do some more research about the crashing. I didn't hear about that part. Yeah. So this event coming on 29th.
29th.
Where it's going to be at?
At the game room. It's right beside Horseshoe Casino. Okay. So for y'all that have been hitting me, talking about you ain't want to come in Baltimore because of this and that, listen, it's right off of 295. You don't got to come in the city. It's right there. You come. It's a safe environment. We got a lot of security. It's food, drinks, it's games. Got a lot of beautiful women that's coming. That's going to have singing,
beautiful
hip-hop.
And talented. Yeah,
talented. And let me tell y'all, the women bring out their gang of women. So dudes, come out and support. It's for a good cause. You know what I'm saying? Just come out and support. We got
Not Safe It Is
in the building.
We got
a lot of other. I think you on your cue.
He paused real quick.
That's Safe It Is. We got some people we want to come support, and then we want to see, just networking.
Yeah. So you go Eventbrite.com. You go in there, we got tickets. You got tickets to come and meet the ladies, do the meet and greet, see the media. You got general admission tickets out there, and all the proceeds goes to both of the organization, which is the Judy Hart's Foundation and the Bell Project.
That's dope.
Nice.
We appreciate you coming
Definitely.
on, man.
Yeah, I like it.
What?
Thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story, man. It was dope. Marvin going to close us out, and he's going to flex his biceps as he do it.
Yo, Steven. Yeah, man. Can't wait to have you back on here again, bro.
Anytime.
Yeah, so usually we always we never did kind of like do the projectile, but we don't worry, we'll see you soon again anyway. Okay. So, but man, make sure y'all check us out. Give them your Instagram handle or how they can reach you and contact you one time. You can look at the camera this time.
You can reach me at the Funds Unlimited Group. Just type in Toni. Toni. It's gonna pop right on up. If you don't want to type in the whole thing, Toni, and it'll pop right up.
Got you. And then make sure y'all check out the host, Nick So Loud, on Instagram. Make sure you check him out on Facebook, Nick Austin. I am.
What fucking Facebook for?
Huh?
We don't get a Facebook, Nick Austin.
What? You don't?
That's the work shit. Not Safe It Is or something.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm going to get into that.
Marvin Greenwich. You never said that on Facebook. Fuck no.
All right, well, I'm Marvin Greenwich on Facebook.
You gonna have that LinkedIn photo like.
Y'all stupid as shit.
He said, check him out on LinkedIn as well. The fuck?
All right. Well, make sure y'all go subscribe. Make sure y'all go and follow us on Instagram and Not Safe Ears. Make sure y'all definitely hit the subscribe button for the Not Safe Ears on YouTube. Make sure you hit the post notification so that way you know exactly when we're going live, any updates, so on and so forth. If you want to get us any emails, make sure you get that to us, notsafeears@gmail.com. Anybody you want to see on the show, make sure y'all comment in the post below, whatever the case is. I am MG2_fit. This is Not Safe Ears. And we out, bitch!
Hey.